Bradshaw Law, LLC. We here at AAT love our good friend Denise Bradshaw, and many of you in our community do as well. Let me read you this comment that I was able to find, sharing their appreciation for Denise Bradshaw and her whole team. This person says, Bradshaw Law was the office that helped me through my accident. Most importantly, they gave me the mental support I needed. When your life changes, mental support is just as important as almost anything else. Denise and her staff worked endlessly for me and always made me feel loved and completely cared about. To this day, they still take care of me. I made a friendship out of such a bad situation. My heart goes to this office. Again, that's Denise Bradshaw at Bradshaw Law, LLC, 775-738-7444. Anthony Around Town is brought to you by the Sandoval Meza team. Beth Meza and Angela Sandoval are two fantastic local realtors who care both about their clients and their community. If you're looking for a new home this fall, then make sure you keep the Sandoval Meza team in mind, because they may be able to help you to find the next home of your dreams. Homes like these, for example. Yes, that's right. They asked me to show you guys some of the beauties that have just hit the market, like this one at 496 Bell Oak Drive in Spring Creek. Just listed, offered at $359,977. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we have this gorgeous home here in the town of Elko at 2257 North Hollow Drive. Yes, this could be you and your family's next forever home, offered at $237,500. But that's not all. Check out this amazing listing over in Wells. Did you know the Sandoval Meza team serves in Wells? Also Carlin as well. Yeah, they're all over the place. But check this out. 568 Castle Street in Wells. Whoa, look at that price. $158,000 for this amazing home. Guys, seriously, if you're looking for your next dream space, then just make sure to give the Sandoval Meza team a call. You can call them at 775-397-6503 or 775-934-2570. And don't forget their motto, teamwork makes the dream work. This is a paid advertisement for Kristen Hill for District Court Judge, Department 1. We here in the Elko community love our local law enforcement officers. They protect and serve us all so well every single day. But do you know who 4 of our local law enforcement agencies support this election season? Kristen Hill for District Court Judge, Department 1. Yes, that's right. Our brave local heroes have endorsed Kristen Hill for District Court Judge because they believe she's the right person to bring fairness and justice to our community and court system. Vote Kristen Hill for District Court Judge, Department 1 this November. Again, this has been a paid advertisement from Kristen Hill for District Court Judge, Department 1. And greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to the best darn talk show in Elko, Nevada. That's right, this is the Anthony Around Town show. I'm your host, Anthony Crosby. And yeah, we just did a little drive-through, if you will, of all the amazing sponsors who help make Anthony Around Town possible. We love every single one of them, but we got to give a little more love, actually. So let me show you this amazing business. Yes, this business is Envy Off-Road, located at 1430 Stitzel Road, Suite A. That's currently where myself and my co-host to my left are right now. We're hanging out in our studio space, but at this address, you're not just going to find the Anthony Around Town studio. You're going to find Justin and the boys doing great work on your power sports vehicle. We're talking side-by-side. We're talking razors. We're talking four-wheelers. We're talking snowmobiles. All that stuff that's just sitting in your garage collecting dust, and maybe it needs a part, maybe it needs a tune-up, maybe you just don't know what it needs and you just need some help, then you just bring it down here to NV Off-Road. Again, 1430 Stitzel Road, Suite A. Let me guys show you this real quick. Boom. You see this? We got some sweet, official Anthony Around Town merch. Well, actually, I'm the only one who has this merch. Nobody else can get this yet, but stay tuned. We're working on something cool. And when I say we, I'm talking about this, pointed the wrong way again. This amazing business right here. We're talking about Two Bows Designs. Yes, they helped put together this sweet piece of merch that only I have. But again, stay tuned. We're working on something. And Cassie Kratz, who owns the business, she's just awesome. Obviously, you can see her work right here. I'm rocking it right now, but she doesn't just do T-shirts of guys who talk on the internet for a living. She does home decor stuff. She does branding stuff for your business. If you need some swag to hand out at an event, or maybe you do need T-shirts. Maybe you have an event coming up your business and you're just like, dang, we need 40, 50 T-shirts. They got to be quality. They got to be legit. And I want it to be local because, I'm all about supporting local. Then just give Two Bows Designs a call. Find them on Facebook. Just search Two Bows Designs, and they will take care of you. And hey, here's the thing. Let them know that your friend right here, Anthony around town sent you. Because if you do, I promise you're going to get the best deal on printing and design work in town. That is a guarantee from this guy, Anthony around town. But you know what? We're missing some logos. Yeah, you see that? We're missing some members of the team. Anthony around town is always looking to add some amazing local businesses and brands and campaigns to our team. So if you have a business that just needs some good PR, some good, putting yourself out in the community so people know about you in a personalized 2020 way, then hit us up here at Anthony Around Town. Just email me actually at anthonyaroundtown@gmail.com. That's anthonyaroundtown@gmail.com. Actually, I got to share a pretty sad story. So I was looking around Facebook today, and there's actually a local business that's going out of business. Pretty legit business. We actually did a blog on them not too long ago. They're going out of business. And one of the comments in their Facebook post about them going out of business was somebody saying, I didn't even know that you guys existed. This is so sad. And that just broke my heart because, I got to go interview this family who owns this business. Great people, great product, great service, all that stuff. And yet there was people in our community who didn't even know that they were there. And so that's kind of what we're trying to do here, seriously, at Anthony Around Town with our business sponsors, is constantly, through our content, put your business in front of people so you don't have anybody ever say, hey, I didn't know that your business ever existed. So contact us, anthonyaroundtown@gmail.com. Let's set up a meeting. Let's talk. Let's get you on the team. Let's get your logo wherever I'm supposed to point, right there. All right? Cool? Cool. Matthew Rom. What is up, buddy? How are you doing? Welcome to the Anthony Around Town. Thank you so much for unmuting your mic.
Don't want to get forgotten about again.
Because I keep forgetting to do that, and that is 100% my bad. But what is not my bad is having you on the stream yet again. We didn't do the stream last week. I was hanging out with the kids. I was doing the dad thing. I put out a little video that you guys can just go watch. I don't want to spend that much time on that. But we didn't get to see each other we didn't see each other. Actually, we saw each other for like 10 minutes because you helped me out with a video project that I had to go do. So we saw each other for a little bit.
Babysat your kids.
And you hung out with my kids. I did a project. And then after that, we pieced out because I had to go put my kids to bed. You had to go do what you had to do. So since we've actually probably sat in the studio last time, how you been? What's been up?
I've been pretty good. Before we get into that, though, man, I got to tell you, you missed a golden opportunity like 5 minutes ago.
Whoa. What are you talking about?
We got out of the ads section, and you said that's like a
section.
Drive-by of ads, if you will, right?
Yes.
Do you know what we're talking about tonight, man?
Oh. I do know.
You could have totally segued into that.
I should have said that was a drive-through of ads because of what we're talking about tonight.
Right? Well, you did say, and then you could have been like, speaking of drive-throughs, or speaking of drive-bys.
Dang it. Rookie move. Been doing this 3 years and still dropping balls like that. That's why I have you,
so disappointed.
That's why I have you.
I was like ready for that. I was predicting it. I was like, oh, he's got that. That would have been smooth as
butter, but I'm not as sharp as you. I'm not as witty as you. But again, that's why I have you here. Thanks for hanging out again, man. I like the shirt. I was telling Matthew before we got on, we were talking about Tik Tok because I, for the first time, so you might be surprised. So obviously, I'm Anthony Around Town. We do digital media stuff, content from culture, all that, live streams, blog, podcast, videos, all that. But okay. So here's something about me. I don't like doing things just because everybody else is doing them. I like to go against the grain. If people are like, hey, we're hanging out over here, I'm like, that's lame. I want to go over here because I just don't like being like everybody else.
Yep.
So that's why I've never seen Game of Thrones. I don't know if some people might be
I
shocked.
actually
at that.
haven't either.
You haven't seen good. I haven't seen Game of Thrones because it just got too hyped. I'm like, I don't want to deal with that.
I just read a post earlier today about somebody giving the post was like, hey, just give a shout out to all the people who haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but it's that reason I just don't get into usually. And so something similar to that was TikTok. Everybody involved was into TikTok. People are still into TikTok. And for the longest time, I'm like, no, I'm not doing TikTok because number one, I can't dance worth to save my life. I try. My kids tell me to sit down. Dad, you're an embarrassment to us and the whole family. Get out of here. Like literally those are their words. So I don't even try. But I'm like, everybody else is doing TikTok. I don't want to get on TikTok. But I was like, Anthony, you're digital media. You gotta get where everybody else is at. You gotta pivot. You gotta adjust. You gotta adapt. You can't just be the grumpy old man who refuses and says, "Back in my day, we didn't have TikTok. We had the MySpace and all that stuff." So I finally got TikTok last week, and it's been all right. It's been fun. I do stuff for our family vlog that we have on YouTube. Shameless plug. The Girl Dad Diaries. My daughters and I, we have a YouTube channel over there. So I just mostly use it to promote that. Don't really do it for Anthony Around Town stuff because Anthony Around Town stuff's mostly local and TikTok goes out to everybody. So I usually use it to kind of promote my YouTube channel with my kids. But it's been cool. I mean, I don't hate it. If I had to give it a pass or call it straight trash, depends. It really depends on what's like. There's some super creative stuff on there, but then there's also a lot of, again, dancing, a lot of just girls hanging out, looking a certain way for views. Guys too, not just girls. There's guys who do it too.
Yeah.
I don't know. So we'll see. I've only been on TikTok a week. You've been on TikTok for a little while. Give us your quick 30-second review of TikTok while I read some of these comments.
I really think it just depends on what you watch. I love the cat videos. Those are phenomenal. Most of them are like super wholesome. There's one that this guy will like just take his cat and he'll just start dancing to the song in the background and moving his paws and stuff. And I love it. It's good stuff. But then like Anthony, like you were saying, that there are some stuff where, it's not my cup of tea. I'm not dogging on it. I know a bunch of people like to watch like their portions of TikToks, but I'd just rather watch the cats rather than like half of the other stuff.
Makes sense. So, would you give TikTok a pass or call it straight trash?
It's pretty dynamic, so I'll give it a pass.
You give TikTok a pass.
It has stuff for everybody. So
right. There you go. We got somebody who wants to weigh in on this whole not being into what everybody else is into thing. Ooh. We have Donna who says, never saw Game of Thrones or Star Wars. See, Star Wars, that's a little much for me. I gotta admit, I'm into Star Wars pretty much. But I like your style, Donna. You're like, come on, no. Everybody is into Game of Thrones, into Star Wars. I'm going on Netflix, and I'm finding the most indie of indie with subtitles and actors you've never heard before. Actually, this is their first job ever, and I'm going to watch that because I'm going to be the most unique person ever. Like, I get that. I get it. I like to rock that sometimes too. Boom. Matthew, we got a big conversation we got to have. Yes. We got a deep conversation we got to have. But before we get to that, so usually what we do on the Anthony Around Town show is we look back on the content the week prior that we put out, and we kind of talk about it. We kind of go into it because when we put out the blogs, especially, there's things that we can't really go into too much depth about. Otherwise, they become not blogs but novels, and that's just too long. So Matthew and I will sit down and talk about it. And so we're going to talk really quick about a blog I put out on Friday with my good friend Megan Dwyer, who's a long time I don't know, fan. Maybe she's a fan, but friend is a better word. She's a longtime friend of Anthony Around Town. We interviewed her last year. She competed for Miss Ruby Mountain Teen and won. She's currently Miss Ruby Mountain Teen. And probably, honestly, she's a sophomore now. Probably one of the most driven, involved, well-spoken teenagers I've met in a very, very long time. Like, Megan's going places. Like, one day, I can't wait until she steps up, if this is what she wants to do, as president, and is like, hello, I'm President Megan. peace, shout out to my boy Anthony right there. Secret Service, let him up, let him onto Air Force One. Like that's the goal. Like she's that. And so what we talked about with Megan, Matthew, is actually September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, where the entire month we kind of look at some statistics and the realities of cancer, specifically when it comes to children. And let me hit you with a few facts that Megan shared with me that kind of blew me away.
Okay.
Did you know that 43 kids are diagnosed with cancer every single day?
A day?
43.
I thought you were going to hit me with like a week or something like that. But
no. Unfortunately, 43 kids are diagnosed with cancer every day. Cancer is the leading cause of death by disease in children, specifically leukemia. So obviously disease and sickness, it's kind of a big theme, if you will, in 2020, if you want to call it that. We got, everybody's kind of hyper-focused on that, obviously. But no, the number one killer of children, cause of death when it comes to disease is not all this other stuff we always talk about. It just goes back to cancer, the constant darkness that's been in a lot of family lives for many, many years, unfortunately. And so here's the thing. Cancer, number one leading cause of death in children when it comes to disease, but only 4% of federal funding goes to research for finding a cure and doing what we need to do to make that number drop. Only 4%.
Yeah, I don't like that
federal
number.
dollars goes to research for cancer, especially specifically when it comes to children.
Not enough at all.
4%, no. And that's the number one leading cause. And so people like Megan and Relay for Life, Elko, and all those sort of good people, they're doing great work just to bring awareness to that. Because to be honest, I didn't know any of that. Like, obviously, we all know the heartbreak that comes with cancer and the darkness that, as I mentioned, it can bring to a lot of families. But a lot of these statistics really just blew my mind when Megan shared them with me. And so I think she said her Relay for Life was this past Saturday. They did it virtually, which I thought was pretty cool. People still, participated even though they couldn't gather in person, which was neat. And Megan's just doing a lot, and a lot of other people involved with Relay for Life here in Elko are doing a lot too. So what I want you guys to do is actually just go to the Anthony Around Town main page, anthonyaroundtown.com, and I'm pretty sure until this live stream gets posted on there, her blog is gonna be like the top thing at the page. After this live stream gets posted on there, it'll be the second thing. But just go read that blog and kind of hear from Megan a little bit. I linked back to the first blog that we did with her, so you can get to know a little bit about her motivation behind getting involved with a lot of this stuff. But then read some stuff about, like she said, the ways you can get involved, particularly with businesses, because when it comes to bringing awareness for childhood cancer this month, she's involved with a campaign called Gold Together, #GoldTogether, where she's trying to get local businesses involved with wearing yellow and decorating their business and just doing different things to help raise awareness for what this month is all about. And she actually said if you participate, you tag her on Facebook, then she might have some prizes for you and for your business. So go check out that blog. You'll find out everything you need to know there. But that's just over on the Anthony Around Town main site. All right, Matthew. Not to quickly segue out of that, because that was obviously super important. We love what Megan's doing. But we have something serious we need to talk about. We have something deep. We have something heavy that's been on our hearts for a while. It actually was you who started this whole conversation. I put this in the blog about what we're going to talk about, but we were here a couple weeks ago, myself, Matthew, and then the host of the Anthony Around Town podcast, Nicole. All three of us were here doing some promotional stuff. And for some reason, I don't know how you brought it up, but you mentioned that the McDonald's in Battle Mountain, what is your exact quote, was what?
McDonald's in Battle Mountain has some bomb food.
He was raving about this particular McDonald's in Battle Mountain.
Out of the McDonald's that I've been in the Elko area, so Elko, because we have two here, Winnemucca and Battle Mountain.
Wells? You ever been to the Wells McDonald's?
I haven't been in the Wells one.
Okay, all right.
But out of those four,
the
one in Battle Mountain has probably I don't know if it's the freshest ingredients, but I actually really like going there for my lunch. So I drive up there on Wednesdays and Fridays for my job, And then when I leave Battle Mountain, I'll stop by and get some 2 cheeseburgers and a large fry to be exact.
Sounds healthy. But he mentioned that, and then we started talking about fries, and we talked about a lot of different types of fries and what makes good fries, and can fries even be considered a meal. Here's just something that I threw out to Matthew and Nicole. I'll throw out to you as a reminder. You can use the live chat. Part of why we do this show live is so that you can participate. You saw that Donna already did. So if you have some input or whatever, then throw it in the live chat. But I threw it over to Matthew and Nicole this question. Fries as like your main meal, if you will. So like you go to a restaurant and you get the menu and you got chicken wings, you got burgers, you got chicken sandwiches, you got lobster, whatever. You have all these choices. Have you ever just straight up said, no, forget all that. All I'm ordering right now at this restaurant that I particularly chose to come to, got in my car, drove to or carpooled, whatever, time out of my life, just ordered a straight up plate of fries and that was basically it. And maybe they were like loaded fries or chili fries or carne asada fries. That's fine, but like just fries, not burger and fries, not appetizers, just fries. You eat the fries and then they bring their main course. Like just fries. You get your receipt. All you ordered was fry. Like have you? And so we talked about that. And then I put it out to you guys in the community. I was like, hey, talk to me about the best fries in Elko County. You guys shared your thoughts. And then I ultimately turned that into a blog that we put out on the main site last Wednesday. So you can go to anthonyaroundtown.com and check that out. And I kind of broke down what a lot of people had to say. And so, Matthew, what I want to do tonight is kind of go step by step through some of the things that I just noticed about people's opinions on French fries. After writing that blog and talking to people about that blog. So let's just talk. We're just going to talk. We're just going to have a good old fry time. So here's the first thing. First thing I talked about in the blog, I think, was fast food fries. Because there's a big difference, obviously, between fast food fries, hence that drive-through thing that I butchered earlier. That would have been a good segue. Sorry. Versus, like, sit-down restaurant fries, obviously. Yes. So I got some opinions on people from what they think when it comes to, like, fast food fries. So let me get your thoughts.
All right.
Some people are really into KFC's new secret recipe French fries. So I guess they got rid of their potato wedges, and now they're just straight up into regular French fries.
I haven't tried those.
You haven't tried them? Okay, that's what I want to know, because I actually tried them last weekend, and yeah, they're okay. Like, this is how I thought about it. If you saw a picture, I wish I would have put a picture into our software. I could have prodded it up. But if you saw a picture of them and tried to picture like what they tasted like, they basically taste like what you think they're going to taste like by looking at them. I don't know if that makes sense. But they're okay. But am I going to go back there just for the fries? Probably not. But at the same time, it's KFC, so I don't know if I was expecting, Michelin star restaurant spuds, but what's your opinion?
Well, I was going to ask you, on a scale of like,
good question.
On like not a 1 to 10, okay, but how would you compare it to the Famous Bowl? Because that's my favorite.
That's your peak standard of KFC's.
Yes, peak standard is Famous Bowl. How close does it get to the Famous Bowl?
I would put it up there. I would say I don't think I would get that over the Famous Bowl, but I think it'd be a good compliment to the Famous Bowl.
Sure. I'll have to try them out then.
They're fine. They're fine. That's what I think. They're not bad. They're not trash. Like, to me, if you want to talk about trash fries, sorry, like Burger King does not really have the best fries in the world compared to everybody else. So whatever. So they're better than that.
You would rather get a Famous Bowl and one of those fries rather than 2 Famous Bowls.
Yes. 100%. Yes. But you know what, man? Here's just something else. People are live and die. Cut them, and they bleed golden arch yellow for McDonald's fries. If anything else in town, people are still into McDonald's
done
fries.
Right, though.
That's true. You can really it's easy
my
to screw
opinion.
up McDonald's fries.
McDonald's fries can be phenomenal.
You're right.
But it almost seems like it has to be auspicious. It almost seems like the planets have to align.
Gotta get them hot, gotta get them fresh, gotta get them salty.
Exactly.
You ever do the secret move where you're supposed to order them without salt, so that way they're forced to cook a fresh batch and then you put the salt on yourself later because it guarantees freshness?
I haven't done that. My only issue is I don't think I don't feel like the salt would stick as good. So you're sacrificing
Oh, I see what you're saying.
the salty for
Interesting. I've never tried it yet, but I've just heard that's what you're supposed to do. But people love them. So I'm with you. I'm hit and miss. Like sometimes if you get them right, they're bomb. And then you do the thing where you got the bag next to you as you're driving home, and you're like, let me just have one fry, and then I'll have the willpower to make it home.
Exactly.
And by the time you get home, you're like, shoot, what happened to all my fries? Because most of them are done. You didn't even get home to unpack.
Right.
I get it, but then sometimes. Here's the thing, though. They can go bad quick because, for example, my kids love Happy Meals. So they'll get their fries, especially on, like, a road trip. Well, they'll get their fries. They'll eat their Happy Meal, but they won't eat the whole thing because they're little. And then we'll get, like, I don't know, maybe half an hour or hour to wherever the next little town is if we're driving to Reno or something. And they'll have to go pee because, of course, they got to go pee 1,000 times. So I'll peek in their box. I'm like, oh, you still got some food in here. All right, let me mooch. And so I'll reach in and get a fry. And then after, like, an hour maybe of sitting in that box, trash, disgusting. So you got a short window, man, when you can get on those McDonald's fries.
I've heard people say the right fry from McDonald's are two different. I've heard people think that the perfect fry from them is their crunchy fries. Like
they have two different fries?
Not specific, but what their opinion of done right is.
Okay.
I've heard people say that they prefer kind of like the more like crunchy, like crisp, like break off, like kind of fry. Whereas my personal favorite is like that. They're not necessarily like that mushy, but they're not crunchy. I hate when they if it scrapes on my mouth 9 times out of 10, I won't like it.
Interesting.
So it's got to be like really. I can't describe them. But
I get it.
I get that's how I've seen it.
Okay. One more fast food thing before we get to local. I want to get your opinion on. Just quick reaction. Your quick take, hot take right now. Some people really into taking Wendy's fries and dipping them into Frosties. Of course. You into that move?
Yeah,
that's fair.
I showed Anthony this earlier, but. Y'all might not be able to see it.
She can't see. Let's switch camera. Let me get to my camera and I'll show him. See, Matthew has a little Wendy's thing. I think that's supposed to guarantee him Frosties for life, right?
Junior Frosties for the year of 2020. With purchase.
With purchase.
Anytime I go up there, I do tell them, hey, I have that little tag that gives me a free Junior Frosty. I want it now.
Okay, so you're into it. I don't hate it. I'm fine. Whatever.
The salty, the sweet, it just...
Okay. So we got some other opinions besides the fast food. People really into Shakers, I guess, in Carlin. We've never been there, but we're not going to talk a lot about that because we may or may not have a video coming out later this week where we talk more about Shakers. So just put a pin on that. As far as going over the summit goes into Spring Creek and Lamoille, people are really big into O'Carroll's fries. Have you ever had them?
I have not.
I'll speak on this thing because I actually had it for the first time maybe like a month or so ago, maybe 2 months ago. First time actually ever really eating out there, I think. And they're bomb food. Obviously you're out in Lamoille, so bomb atmosphere. It's definitely worth the drive. So I'm down with O'Carroll's. Yes, that's for sure. People also gave some love to Cook's. I was at Cook's last couple weekends ago.
Oh, nice.
Good food. I agree with that. So here's the thing, Matthew. We got actually an Anthony Around Town exclusive that we broke on some of our social media this week. So in the blog, we talked about some Elko favorites. And obviously, one of those favorite spots is the Star.
Yeah.
Obviously, Elko, iconic Elko place. But I said specifically in the article, the Star's fries are good. Everything there is good. Obviously, it's the Star. But the one caveat, the little asterisk you got to put it next to the Star fries, is they don't really do ranch at the Star. Because I hear people go in there all the time. Maybe people, especially people from out of town, they get their fries and like, hey, can I get a side of ranch with this? And they're like, nah, we have, the other stuff that they have. But I put that in the blog. We got some replies from the Star's social media handles, and they let us know, again, Anthony Around Town exclusive, that the Star will, in fact, be getting ranch very, very soon. So I think that's a game changer. So I think this is a good, before we get into the last thing, let's kind of go on a side thing. Let's talk about a couple of side questions I have with French fries. So first thing, we talk about ranch. Condiments. Do condiments greatly impact your French fry eating experience? Like some people, they're real ranch, whatever you want to put in there.
Ranch is good.
But, and they won't, they can't enjoy it unless they have a little cup of ranch. And then that goes in the whole thing, like what kind of ranch, like, you talking like home or in-house made ranch, which is good. You're talking like Hidden Valley, which is I don't think so.
Really?
Nah. If you give me a cup and I can just tell it's Hidden Valley, I'm like, I'd rather just not. But if I can tell like this is in-house quality ranch, then I'm all about it. I could eat that stuff up. But I guess that's my opinion. Is if it's good ranch, we'll start with ranch. If it's good ranch, yes. If it's trash, just leave it off and I'll just have the French fries. Yeah. Fry sauce. I'm really into fry sauce. I can down some fry sauce. Ketchup, I'm hit and miss with ketchup. Sometimes ketchup's just too sweet. It's a lot of sugar in ketchup, and I can live without ketchup. Here's the thing, though. Matthew and I and his lovely gal Elizabeth, sometimes we'll go for dinner at Mexican food places. Here's the move. Okay, again, me not liking to be like everybody else. We'll go to Mexican food places. They get the traditional burrito, fajitas, tacos, whatever. You know what I get? I get a cheeseburger at a Mexican. Like, we'll go to La Fiesta and I'll order the cheeseburger. But you know what you get with the cheeseburger at La Fiesta? You get the French fries, which are pretty good. But you know what you can do with the French fries at La Fiesta? You get the queso, so you can dip not just the chips, but then your French fries into the queso, which is the move. So that's what I'm all about right there. So if I had to pick a condiment, give me queso all day. For anything in life, just give me queso.
I'm gonna start a new movement, all right? Okay. I want y'all to follow me with this, right? It's the queso movement. Ooh. Because bacon got a lot of love, right?
This is gonna be deep.
And I'm cool with bacon, right? But the bacon movement did kind of kill off some bacon for me. I don't enjoy it as much as I did
bacon's bomb.
Before bacon became life, I think queso. Should be the next movement. Queso is life.
Queso is life. Ooh. Right. Let's bring up our friends again.
Hashtag queso is life.
Tubo's Designs. We might have to make you make us a new T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag queso is life. Join the queso movement. I just covered your face with their logo, but I did that on purpose because we got to get them on that. That's a beautiful shirt. Nobody steal that idea. Okay, I didn't get your opinion though. Condiments when it comes to fries. What's your hot take?
I gotta be so not necessarily in the mood for condiments, but it changes. Sometimes I'm in the mood for just straight fries, right? Sure. Specifically, like with McDonald's, right? If I am at a restaurant like Maddie's or something, definitely got to hit it with some ranch. I agree with you wholeheartedly on the queso.
Yes.
If I'm at La Fiesta or Dos Amigos or something.
Boom.
Other times, specifically speaking with McDonald's again, sweet and sour sauce. I really enjoy.
I'm more of a barbecue sauce guy.
I really like the salt and the sweet and sour. But once again, that's something that, it kind of depends on if I'm feeling it that day or if I just want straight fries. And then fry sauce. I'm trying to think of any else. I really don't do ketchup.
Yeah,
I'm not saying ketchup is bad, but there's just so much better stuff to do than ketchup.
Yeah, that's
really what it comes down to.
If you're settling for ketchup,
you got to give your taste buds a chance to free themselves,
All right, we got a hot
Unlock
take
the prison.
from Hog Reed. He says, I like sweet and sour too.
Hey!
So you got a fellow brother in the sweet and
Gotcha.
sour course. I'm not a big sweet and sour guy on my fries, I'll be honest. I like it on my Chinese food, but not my fries.
Then I think that one is a little bit different for most people. I don't think they normally do sweet and sour sauce.
that's
I
fair.
could be wrong.
That's
but
fair. All right, Matthew, I got
that
another
one's
question
good.
for you before we talk about the last place
All right.
that people talked about.
Hit me
Here we
with
go.
it.
This is big. This is big. Before we do that, let's see what Hog says again. Hog says, I like an ice cream cone with my fries. Oh,
That's a good
so
one.
ice cream cone
That
and
is a
fries.
good one, yeah.
With
I
your
completely
fries.
forgot about that, yeah. I mean, it's the same
It's the
sense
thing
as
as
Wendy's.
the Wendy's
but,
thing, I guess, all over again.
but if you get a nice, good, like, ice cream cone from somewhere, I know, like,
Okay.
Dos Amigos has some, like, fried ice cream. I wonder how that would be.
Ooh, interesting. We might have to try that for a video.
Right?
Your woman, Elizabeth, says the sweet and sour is so good. So she's on your side. She's ride or die sweet and sour.
For reals.
Is that her pet name for you, Mr. Sweet and Sour? That's why she likes that?
No.
You know, you're just sweet. All right, Matt, here's the big question. Okay, so here's how this came out. Somebody mentioned some place in Carlin. Forgive me, I forgot. I think it was Build-A-Burger, maybe. But basically said that if it's Build-A-Burger there or somewhere else, they don't have a vote for fries, but they have really good tater tots. And that got me thinking, what really constitutes as like a fry. So they're all potatoes, I guess, but like you got the traditional fry. But then you go to Jack in the Box, you got the curly fry. Then you go to Arby's, or is it Arby's? Yeah, Arby's has the curly fries. Jack in the Box I think does too, but Arby's is known for the curly fries. Before they changed, KFC had the wedges. You can still go to like places like Walmart and get like chicken and potato wedges. Then you got the tater tots. Then you got some places that just do the like Chick-fil-A that just do the waffle fries. Then you got the sweet and sour, or sorry, the sweet potato fry.
There's a lot of them.
So, what's your take on what actually constitutes as a fry? Like, if you get, so say you go to Nine Beans. I don't think they have fries at Nine Beans, but they have tater tots. So are you frying with getting like a nice tasty burrito and a side of tots? Or is that kind of the same thing as like, I'm going to get a burger and fries to you? Or is that tater tots 100% something else? Don't even try to play me with that. Not even the same wheelhouse. What do you think?
Tater tots are completely different than fries. Especially if you're talking like loaded tater tots,
But you can have loaded fries. You can have the exact same thing on fries.
No.
See, I don't know,
They're completely different. Tater tots are different.
I think I can't separate them.
Hash browns are different.
Well, okay, so hash browns, I agree. Hash browns, that's too far.
Tater tot is like a mini hash brown, to be honest.
Really? I feel like it's just
I feel like hash browns and tater tots are like siblings, and fry is like a cousin.
See, I feel like
they're
fries and tater tots are like half brother, half sister, and then the hash browns are like more like cousins. And then I would put in this fry category. I don't know if I'd put wedges in the fry category. I would get rid of wedges before I would get rid of tater tots. And then waffle fries, waffle fries and curly fries, I would put in the fry category just because I just feel like they're just shaped different.
Curly fries, I can agree with. Waffle fries,
no.
Logically, yes, but I don't know. I just don't feel like they're a fry necessarily.
Okay.
I think they might be like the other side of cousins to the fry. So we have the family tree.
So two fries are married.
Right.
We
have potatoes.
The boy fry, the girl fry, or they could be two boys, two girls, whatever.
Right.
But they're married. One family has the waffle fry side. The other side has the hash brown side. And then a half brother, half sister, tater tot.
All right, yeah.
Sweet. So dang, that's a complicated family.
Yeah, this is a wild family, but that's kind of how I feel. You have your fries, your potato wedges. I really want to put them with fries, but I don't know because you have stuff like your loaded potato fries.
Yeah, but that's
the
same thing. Is you could put anything on anything and call it loaded. I could have a plate of chips, which are technically potatoes too. Those fries,
The-
but you
the-
could have
those are like completely different.
Hog Reed says they are different. I feel not sure exactly why. I guess texture and length cook. So his big thing is he says things are different based on texture and the length that they're cooked.
Yeah.
So I could see that, but to me,
I like steak fries. I love
there's
those.
another type of fries,
And,
steak fries. Like
like
how
those.
thick do you
yeah.
constantly cook a fry though?
Like I would say steak fries are good. Potato wedges. That's
Yeah,
where
potato
I'm having
wedges,
the
I don't know if I
difficulty
can-
though, because what's the
I don't-
difference
I don't know if I would
necessarily
say
between
potato
potato
wedges.
wedges and steak fries?
That's
Like,
a
what's the
good point.
difference between those? Those are very, very similar.
I don't know.
I believe, right?
Hawk says again, Tots good with the little crunch. Fries better, not crunchy.
Hey,
So
I
he's
agree,
on
man.
with you.
I agree.
I like my fries in the middle. I don't like them soggy, but I do like them to have a little crunch, but not too crunchy.
Yeah.
But damn, this is so wedges versus steak fries. That's a good question.
Like, are they similar or are they different?
I don't know. That's a deep question. I never thought about that before. This is hurting my head. So I guess
so. That's why I feel like I'm 100%. Oh, steak fries or fries, but then I think about potato wedges, and I'm like, those are pretty much like
this is
steak
what we're gonna do.
fries, but I don't think that those are.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go with your gut. Don't overthink it. Just go with your gut. I'm
All
gonna
right.
name a fry. You tell me fry or not fry. Okay,
All right.
ready? Here we go. Like McDonald's fries. We'll just start as the base. Those type of fries.
All right,
Regular fries. Fry or not fry?
Fry.
Yes. Okay. Tater tots. Fry or not fry? Go.
Not fry.
Not fry to you. Potato wedges. Fry or not fry? Go.
not fry.
Not fry. Okay. Curly fries. Fry or not fry?
Fry.
Okay. Waffle fries. Fry or not fry?
Not fry.
Whoa, okay. Sweet potato fries. Fry or not fry?
Not fry.
Wait, what?
Nope.
Why?
I don't think so. I think that they're their own
How?
category because
They're
those
the
are
exact
sweet
same
potatoes.
as regular
Those are
potatoes.
sweet potatoes.
It's just a different type of potato. I don't understand.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Ah, man.
You say go with my gut.
Okay, you're right. You're right. You're right. I can't fight you on your opinions. Your gut feels how your gut feels. Matthew, the last place that people were really into was Maddie's. Maddie's was probably like one of the number one things that people said when it comes to their fries.
That one.
Yeah, they got good fries. Their brew fries, I like myself.
I liked
legit.
their steak fries.
I never had their steak fry. I heard their garlic
they're
fries are pretty good.
Gone for a while, I believe.
Oh, really?
I don't think they've served them for a while. I could be wrong. Or maybe they do. Honestly, truthfully,
Okay.
I get confused with Maddie's fries because they have like 3 or 4 different kinds of fries.
They do have a lot of good varieties. I think I just usually get the brew fries, which are pretty good with their fry sauce. Delicious. But that, Matthew, that was kind of our journey around Elko County looking at the French fry game. That's just something fun we tried doing here at Anthony Around Town because, again, we're all about, what is it right here? Content from culture. So we look at the culture of Elko County. We look at the people, we look at events, and what I just noticed is we could do a better job looking at other stuff like food and art and music and all that. And so this week we looked at fries, but next week it could be something else. Maybe you want us to look at the best burgers in Elko County or the best ice cream or the best whatever.
If
Let's
it
see what,
involves food, I'm game
in.
all day long.
let's see what
Food is
Elizabeth
good.
says really quick. She says, I think sweet potato fries count as fries. Thank you, Elizabeth. I agree. I 100% think it doesn't really matter. But did you know that if you dip sweet potato fries into syrup, it kind of tastes like French toast? It's a free fact for you. It's true.
How do you know it's true?
I tried it. It's good.
Sweet potato fries in a syrup?
It tastes like French toast. I'm not even joking.
I'll have to try that one. I've not heard of that one before. I'm gonna give you guys a challenge.
Uh-oh, here we go. Challenge with Matthew time.
Draw a fry family tree and send it to Anthony via anthonyaroundtown@gmail.com.
Okay.
And what do you think?
Yeah, you guys.
I'd be willing to do a shout out video
we'll
or
show it
something
on the
like
next
that.
live stream. Show it on Instagram if you want to break down the family tree. Just tell us your thoughts on fries.
Yeah.
Break it down. Tell us we're right. Tell us we're wrong. Tell us what we missed. Tell us what we didn't even think of. Like my friend Matt Devine says, no to get you off topic. Not to get you off topic, but nacho pizza. Just saying. So.
Is nacho pizza considered pizza?
Okay, well, let me ask you. So, what nacho pizza is?
You got us off track, Matt.
My friend Matt and I, we're been best friends forever, roommates and all that stuff. What we used to do, we used to go to Papa Murphy's and get just they're not cooked, so you get like cheese, jalapenos, beef, all that base stuff, and then we'd go to Walmart and we would get chips, we would get queso cheese, we'd get sour cream, all that, and then you put the chips, you put the cheese, you put some shredded cheese onto the Papa Murphy's pizza, and then you bake it, and then you pull it out, you put the sour cream, and then you have nacho pizza, and it's delicious. So would it be a pizza? Yeah, because it has bread and it has cheese and technically has sauce. So yeah, nacho pizza.
We'll have to do that one.
We'll have to do that. Yeah, we'll have to do a little Chef Anthony show you the recipe.
Right, that or I know we're hanging out this weekend.
Oh yeah, we could do a little video this weekend. I like that. But in the meantime, thank you so much for hanging out with us on this rendition of the Anthony Around Town show. It's been a blast. Ultimately, I'm just super hungry. I need to go eat. I need to find some fries. I need to find a drive-thru. I need some queso in my life.
Right.
But here's how you can stay up to date on everything Anthony Around Town going forward. Main site, anthonyaroundtown.com. That's where all of our blogs, videos, podcasts. This is where this live stream will be later. Besides just on social media, anthonyaroundtown.com. That's where all of our content is housed. Speaking of social media, we're all over social media. We're talking Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you normally get your podcasts from. Just search Anthony Around Town on any one of those places. And if you're not already, just make sure you like, subscribe, and do all of that jazz. What else? Speaking of podcasts, Anthony Around Town podcast, you just get that normally wherever get your podcasts. So Spotify, iTunes, Google, wherever to search Anthony Around Town. That podcast comes out with me and Nicole every week. Nicole and I, next week, you'll get to hear Nicole's hot take on French fries next week. We're recording that episode this Wednesday. It'll be out next week, so just make sure you subscribe to that podcast. What else? What about the newsletter, Matthew? What about our newsletter? So here is how it works. If everything I just said was a lot and you're like, dude, it's all over the place, just make it simple, then here's what you do. You go to anthonyaroundtown.com. You either hit on the Stay Connected tab at the top, or you just chill for a second and a little pop-up's going to come up. And both of those things are going to ask you if you want to join the Anthony Around Town email newsletter. And basically all that does is every single Monday, like I did this morning to all of our subscribers, I take all the links from all of our content the week prior. So everything that we talked about tonight, we put out a new video, by the way, last week about a sweet bull riding event that took place in town, all that other stuff that we did at last week's episode of the podcast. So basically all those links to everything that we put out last week, I put them into one email. And we just send that out to everybody who subscribed to that weekly email. So all you do is open the email, you'll see all the links, you just read what sounds cool, you click on that link, and you read, watch, or listen to whatever you want. So just head over to Anthony Around Town and do that, and that would be legit. And again, thank you to all of our awesome sponsors for helping make Anthony Around Town possible. My email, anthonyaroundtown@gmail.com. So if you want to be a part of the Anthony Around Town sponsor partnership team, you have a business or a campaign or a local brand that just needs a little advertising, PR stuff, then just hit me up. Or you can use that email just to get a hold of me for anything. If you know somebody in the community who just would make a good blog interview subject, we could do that. If you think that we're totally wrong about our hot take on French fries and you want to yell at us, then do it over the email, whatever. Just anthonyaroundtown@gmail.com if you need to get a hold of me. And one more thing from Hog Reed. He just says, thank you guys. Thank you, Hog Reed. And thank you everybody else who took the time to watch two grown men sit
talk about fries
on a Monday night talking about fries in front of the camera. Matthew, what's wrong with us?
I don't know. But I have a lot of puns that I'm thinking about, so.
Give us one right now.
Fry you later, guys.
Ooh, okay, hold on. I'm going to set you up for that. All right, guys, this has been the Anthony Around Town live stream show. Until next time.
Fry you later.
We'll see ya a spud, Elko. Mine didn't work.